If you're sipping less water to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, you are actually making the problem much worse. This strategy creates a severe paradox. Restriction causes irritation, leading to more urgency, not less. You are trying to solve a flooding problem by causing a drought, and that drought is triggering bladder spasms that rob you of sleep and energy. We are going to stop this frustrating cycle. We will address bathroom anxiety directly by proving that controlled, strategic hydration is the secret to a restful night, not a curse. We will reveal the exact timing trick that guarantees you get the fluids you need for vitality during the day while guaranteeing a quiet evening and a better night's sleep. But first, we must confront the hidden dangers. Why does drinking enough water after age 70 shift from being just a good habit to being a literal lifesaver? When we are younger, our brain sends a strong, clear signal when the body needs water, thirst. That system weakens over time. For adults over 70, the brain's thirst signal can be delayed by days. This means your body is chronically, seriously dehydrated before you feel the slightest urge to reach for a glass. This delay is dangerous. Even mild dehydration, the kind you barely notice, is strongly linked to a slowdown in thinking. It leaves you feeling foggy, sluggish, and tired, even if you slept well. More critically, low hydration contributes significantly to fall risk. Dehydration lowers your overall blood volume. When you stand up quickly, your blood pressure drops, causing a moment of serious dizziness. That feeling is called orthostatic hypotension. That dizzy spell is often a hydration issue. It only takes a tiny stumble to cause an injury that limits your independence. This is why hydration must be treated as a requirement for vitality and safety, not just something we remember to do when we are thirsty. If thirst fails us, what physical symptoms always tell the truth? Since we cannot trust our thirst signal, we must learn to identify 3 specific signs that your body is in an emergency state. The first sign is lingering dry mouth or dry lips. This is not temporary chapped lips. This is a perpetual sense of stickiness inside your mouth, especially noticeable when you wake up. A truly hydrated body produces saliva consistently throughout the day and night. The second sign is deep fatigue that never seems to lift. You might dismiss this as just getting older, but constant exhaustion is often tied to blood volume. When you lack water, your heart must pump thicker blood faster and harder to move nutrients and oxygen. This extra labor makes you feel completely drained. If sleep isn't fixing your energy, the problem may be in your glass, not your bed. The third sign is severe dizziness when you change position. If you feel lightheaded when you move from sitting to standing, or if you turn your head too quickly, your blood volume is likely too low. Treat that dizziness as a demand for fluids. These 3 signals, dry mouth, deep fatigue, and positional dizziness, are your body's emergency alerts. Waiting until you feel these symptoms means you are already playing catch-up, risking a fall or mental fog. The solution lies in prevention and control. If you are committed to improving your vitality, finding easy ways to boost energy, and want more evidence-based guides just like this, please consider subscribing to Silver Smile and Bites. Subscribing helps us ensure this life-changing information gets put in front of other adults who truly need it. Now, let's confront the primary enemy, the bathroom problem. Most seniors purposefully limit water intake after a certain hour to reduce the urge to urinate, especially at night. This seems like common sense, but it backfires badly because of something we call concentrated chaos. It seems counterintuitive, but your kidney is playing a trick on your bladder. When you severely restrict fluid intake, your kidneys work extremely hard to conserve water. This process creates highly concentrated urine. Think of highly concentrated urine like a harsh, salty, acidic cleaner. When this highly concentrated fluid sits in the bladder, it irritates the sensitive lining. This irritation sends a constant false signal to the brain that mimics a full bladder, even when the volume is low. This is the source of concentrated chaos. The urge to urinate becomes more frequent and more intense. You are drinking less to avoid the urge, but the low fluid intake creates more irritating urine, causing more urgency and leading to those frustrating small volume trips. To stop concentrated chaos, we need to dilute the urine just enough so it stops burning the bladder lining. This requires a moderate, consistent fluid flow throughout the day. Not a sudden flood, but a steady stream. The goal is straw yellow urine most of the time. If it is darker, your bladder is probably irritated right now. But this raises the next critical question. How do you maintain steady dilution without forcing yourself to wake up 4 times between midnight and dawn? This is where the life-saving solution, the timing trick, comes in. The timing trick relies on your body's physiological clock. Your kidneys process liquid quite quickly. It takes roughly 90 minutes to 2 hours for ingested fluid to pass through your system, be processed by your kidneys, and reach your bladder. We can use this predictable timeline to guarantee a dry, restful night. The trick has 3 essential, simple rules. Rule number 1. Front-load your fluids. You must aim to consume 70 to 75% of your daily fluid goal before 4 p.m. Hydration consumed in the morning is absorbed efficiently and metabolized during your active hours. By drinking more earlier in the day, you give your body time to process the volume and eliminate the excess before your system slows down for rest. If your daily fluid goal is 6 glasses, 4.5 glasses should be completed by 4 p.m. We are doing the heavy lifting while the sun is up. But wait, won't drinking more during the day just make the trips worse? This brings us to rule number 2. Implement the hard cutoff. You must stop consuming large volumes of fluids 2 hours before your planned bedtime. This uses that crucial 90-minute processing window. If you usually aim to be asleep by 9 p.m., your fluid intake must largely cease by 7 p.m. If you feel desperately thirsty later, a tiny sip to moisten the mouth is permissible. But avoid full glasses of water, large cups of tea, or bowls of soup after that cutoff time. The 2-hour window ensures your kidneys empty your bladder before you settle in for the night. The fluids you drank for vitality during the day are expelled, leaving a smaller volume to accumulate while you sleep, which dramatically reduces the urgency. The combination of front-loading and the hard cutoff is the key to defeating nocturia. Rule number 3. Sip, do not gulp. When you drink water too quickly, especially large, cold glasses, you can overwhelm your kidneys. This sends a signal that you are overhydrated, triggering a quick diuretic response. You end up flushing the water out almost immediately, wasting the fluid and taking valuable electrolytes with it. Train yourself to sip water consistently throughout the day. Keep a clearly marked water bottle or a clear glass nearby. Make it a habit to take 3 or 4 sips every 15 to 20 minutes. This slow, steady trickle allows for optimal absorption into the bloodstream, where it improves circulation and cell function, instead of rushing straight to the bladder. The simplest way to enforce rules 1 and 3 is with a visual cue. Get a reusable bottle and place markings on the side, labeling them with target times: 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m. Make it a small, winnable game to reach that line by the specified time. This prevents forgetting and guarantees you are sipping steadily, consistently battling concentrated chaos. We have fixed the timing issue. Now, let's address the second major hurdle: absorption. If you are following the timing trick, but you still feel like the water runs straight through you, you are experiencing the limitations of plain water. Water is necessary, but sometimes it needs a friend to help it stick around. You might default to sugary sports drinks, but those are rarely appropriate for daily use, especially when managing blood sugar. Why does plain water sometimes fail to absorb? Water is absorbed into your cells through specialized pathways. To use these pathways efficiently, the water needs to be balanced by small amounts of electrolytes, particularly sodium. When you drink plain water, especially in large volumes, you risk diluting your body's electrolyte balance. This triggers the body to shed the water quickly through urination to restore that necessary balance. This is why you feel that instant need to urinate after gulping a glass. If water is boring and sugar is bad, what is the one research-backed addition that helps absorption better than water alone? The answer is simple, inexpensive, and immediately available: a tiny, balanced amount of self-mixed electrolytes. We call this the Natural Electrolyte Cocktail. You need two things: a trace amount of good quality salt and a touch of something acidic, like citrus. Sodium is the essential partner for water absorption. It acts like a key, ensuring water moves efficiently from your gut into your bloodstream. Without enough sodium, your body struggles to retain the fluid where it is needed most. For a full glass of water, about 8 to 10 ounces, you need only about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, a very small pinch. Combine that with the juice of a quarter lemon or lime. The citrus adds a slight, refreshing lift, making the water much more palatable. Crucially, the citrus also adds trace amounts of potassium and magnesium, two other key electrolytes often lacking in the senior diet. This simple mix does not taste salty. It tastes clean and slightly vibrant. Make this your morning priority. Drink one full glass of the Natural Electrolyte Cocktail within 30 minutes of waking up. This immediately rehydrates you after the 8 hours of sleep, combats the morning concentrated chaos, and sets your body up for efficient fluid retention for the rest of the day. This combination, the timing trick and the absorption cocktail, is powerful because it addresses both volume control and retention quality. You are drinking the right amount at the right time, and you are ensuring your body uses that water effectively for brain health and circulation instead of just wasting it. Before we conclude, we must address critical safety considerations and common objections. First, a necessary disclaimer. If a medical professional has specifically instructed you to limit fluids due to conditions like congestive heart failure, kidney disease, or dialysis, you must follow their personalized medical guidance first. This entire video is intended for generally healthy adults who are restricting fluids primarily due to nocturia or bathroom anxiety. Second objection. I am taking diuretic or blood pressure medication. Many common senior medications, especially those for blood pressure, work by intentionally increasing urination. These medications make maintaining hydration challenging. If you are on diuretics, you need to be especially vigilant with the timing trick and the Natural Electrolyte Cocktail. You are losing fluids faster, meaning you must front-load your hydration even more diligently while strictly respecting the 2-hour cutoff before bed. Always review your hydration goal with your prescribing doctor to ensure it complements your medication regimen. Third objection. I genuinely hate plain water. Water does not have to be clear and flavorless. If water is difficult to tolerate, diversify your fluids. Herbal or fruit infusions, like cucumber water or sliced orange water, are excellent, low-sugar alternatives. Soups and broths are fantastic because they contain both water and natural sodium, making them highly effective for absorption. Many fresh fruits and vegetables, such as melons, berries, and raw celery, have very high water content and count toward your daily total. If drinking feels like a chore, focus on eating your water, especially during the morning and early afternoon. Remember, the goal is consistency, not perfection. If you manage to achieve the 70% front load and the hard cutoff 4 or 5 days a week, you will notice profound improvements in your energy, focus, and overall vitality. Let's review the 3 key actionable steps we covered today to transform your hydration from a chore into a sleep-saving strategy. 1. End concentrated chaos. Stop restricting fluids. Restriction leads to irritation and more urgent bathroom trips. Dilute your urine by aiming for a straw yellow color throughout the day. 2. Master the timing trick. Consume 70% of your fluids before 4 p.m. and institute a hard cutoff 2 hours before you settle down for the night. Use a visual guide on your water bottle to maintain consistent, slow sipping. 3. Boost absorption. Use the Natural Electrolyte Cocktail, a tiny pinch of salt, and a squirt of citrus to ensure the water you drink improves your blood volume and cellular health instead of rushing straight out. When you fuel your body correctly with strategic, high-quality hydration, the engine of your vitality runs smoothly. Your energy lifts, your mind clears, and your sleep improves dramatically. If you learned one new trick today about cutting down on those frustrating nighttime trips, help us share this knowledge. Please hit the like button on this video so YouTube knows to show it to other seniors who desperately need help with sleep and energy. And if you want more simple, evidence-based guides on nutrition, gentle movement, and mindset, please subscribe to Silver Smile and Bites right now. We promise to deliver clarity and kindness in every step. Here's to better sleep and renewed vitality.